It's the calm after the storm today. I was just about to tell you the sun is out, but it seems to be going in again. Oh no. The ponchos are all dry and ready to be put away. So the last vlog I put up on this channel was filmed before the storm, because on the storm day, the storm one was more current, so I put that one up instead. So if you're a bit confused about the order, that's why. What I had not realised when I was filming that vlog about the storm was how severe the flooding was further down the valley. What had caused the train lines to be blocked was an almighty flood in Pontypridd. There was a river going down the main shopping street. I've never seen the like of it. I looked it up on YouTube later, so if you Google Pontypridd Storm Dennis, you'll see images of that. My goodness me. Homes have been destroyed, shops, businesses, vehicles, livelihoods, pets were killed as well. So there was a lot of people very upset that day, and their lives have been changed forever as a result of that. I didn't know that at the time. I was saying, oh look, the trains are cancelled, I wonder why. Well, I know now. There was even a landslide down the valley somewhere as well. It's just started to absolutely tip down with rain again. I was just going to nip out to the library and try and get a load of old newspaper. We are seriously behind with what we needed to do on the day of Storm Dennis that we couldn't get to do. We have a deadline looming. I have a ridiculous thing to do. I can probably tell you what that is. Yes, I have to make 6 giant turkey legs. Pretend ones, obviously not real ones. About that big. And all the materials I need and the space, the workshop-y sort of area, is in Cardiff, where I need to be. And I'm not complaining for a minute about not being able to get there, because it's such a superficial little problem compared to what everybody else has gone through, but I still need to make them somehow. And the roads are still blocked and the trains are still cancelled, so I can't even go out of group hours to the building to do it, and I don't know how long it's going to take to all get back on track again, especially as rain is forecast all day, every day, for over a week from now. So I'm really worried that the water will not go down for a long time, which is terrible. They were literally rescuing people by helicopter from Crick Howell, and they had lots of people on rubber dinghies with their pets, lots of older people, and they were putting people up in a leisure centre in Cardiff, Llanishen Leisure Centre. I believe they were asking for donations. I saw it on Facebook. But anyway, I was going to go to the library. I really need to. I don't know if they'll have leftover newspaper, but I want to use newspaper to stuff my turkey legs. Oh, I know it's so ridiculous, but I have to do it. I can't not. Anyway, right. I'm just going to go out, get my coat on, get wet already. Oh, but also, we have to go out quite soon after that. I'm going to feed Izzy quickly, and then we've got to go and have take 2 at the bloods test that we missed last week because I had impetigo. It's actually stopped again now. Oh, it's a dead umbrella. I've had a successful mission. I'm walking home with a trolley bulging full of newspapers. Well, I've been very happy to get a bit of sun on my skin, but the rain's just starting. Oh, I'm back. It feels really warm in here compared to out there. Though actually it's quite mild out, and I did feel the warmth of the sun on my face for the first time in quite a while. Look. Ah. He was a very nice man. He was on a microfiche machine, he was. And I said, I didn't even know you still had those in this day and age. And he said, yes, they're for old-fashioned people. So there we are. I think Izzy would love it. I was tempted to ask him if I could bring her in for a little demo, because he looked like, you know, a passionate expert. Passionate experts usually like to teach their passions to your home editors, in my experience, if you go in and ask nicely. But I thought I'd better check with Izzy first, because she might be horrified. Yeah. Anyway, let's go and dump these on the table. I'm just going to quickly cook some pizzas and frozen veg for our lunch. I've never had these before, but Izzy likes them. They're in cellophane. Izzy has them sometimes when we go out with her friends. So I got some from Iceland. I figured they'd be a lot cheaper than buying them ready-made at a cafe. 22 minutes. Izzy's just getting herself a drink to be hydrated for the blood test.
Yeah.
Something really weird just happened, didn't it, Iz?
Yeah.
Would you like to elaborate?
So I was coming downstairs because I needed a drink, and then I felt something like go in my mouth, and then it turned out that it was a really, like, I don't know if it was a really bad, but it was my first nosebleed, so it was kind of bad. It was a nosebleed, and it went in my mouth, so I went, whoa, because I didn't realise it was, and I spat blood on the tissue box.
The tissue box was on the sofa as well, but miraculously it didn't go on the sofa, it just went on the tissue box.
It was weird.
Keep those fluids up, kids.
Yeah.
It's occurred to me I might be able to use these empty bottles for my turkey legs right up the inside, because they're really light, aren't they? And once I put the tops on, hopefully they'll keep their shape. I should have some more actually, because I didn't put the recycling out because I was worried about the wind just blowing it away, so I might be able to dig around and find some more in there. We do drink quite a lot of cheap fizzy water between the two of us. It's times like this I'm really glad that I give my recycling a really good clean before I put it in. I'm trying to find the lids. It doesn't matter if they match as long as they fit, because I want to just make sure the bottles keep their shape because they'll be lovely and lightweight. I've spotted them. Can you see them? At the bottom, I thought they might be. Treasure! Okay, good. There we are, and lunch has just dinged. I did sweet corn and green beans to go with the pizzas. Oh dear, Imo strikes again. Oh, they're not too bad. Oh, actually, no, I think they're okay. Lunch is saved. I've got away with it. Phew. Well, we've eaten our lunch. We've watched an episode of Call the Midwife, because this is what me and Izzy are binge watching at the moment. It's set in the 1950s and it's based on the true accounts of a midwife who worked in the East End of London in the 1950s, and it's very interesting if you haven't seen it. Jennifer Worth wrote it. There are amazing books on that series. A little bit disturbing maybe for younger readers, I would say. Some of them, maybe, I don't know what the age rating would be for recommended, but I'm happy for Izzy to watch the TV series now anyway. I was rather naively thinking that buses would run more frequently than trains, but apparently they are once an hour, so we missed the one that we wanted to get because I didn't look up the times before I started dinner. We sort of finished dinner, I was like, right, we'll get the next one. Oh my god, one just went, the next one's in an hour, so we're just cutting it really fine, but we're going to leave now in the next 5 or 10 minutes.
What's happening? You went straight past?
As luck would have it, it's really empty in here. We're the only ones. Last time we came here it was absolute bedlam, wasn't it? He's drinking frantically because she doesn't want him to stab her lots of times.
I was once stabbed 6 times in a row.
We couldn't get any blood out of her, but they will today. She's very hydrated. How was it, Izzy?
It was a bit painful this time because I had to fiddle around while the needle was in my arm. It hurt, but you know, it's done now.
It's done, and she's having a post-blood test sugar treat to overcome the misery.
I haven't had it in a while, so
and we're a bit early for the bus home, so we've got about 20 minutes to wait, so we're just having a little sit here. There's quite a lot of old alluvial deposits, shall we say, where the floodwater's been up and receded. Oh my goodness, look at all this. This must have washed up.
I don't think so. So would it get through the fencing?
Well, it hasn't got through the fencing, has it? It's stopped at the fencing. This whole area here must have been flooded. It must have been. Look at it all. It's like where the tide washes up stuff, isn't it? It's obviously hit that wire mesh fence there.
Yeah.
Look at that. I wonder if it was that high. Look. It's all wrapped around the lamppost on its way back to the river. Look at that bit of wire jutting up there as well. It's all got bits of grass over it where that's washed back over in the floodwater. This here is all backed up against the fence. Oh my word, what is that? Are they daffodils? Come up.
Oh, wow.
It's just more and more and more of it. We're on the train tracks here. There's no trains running, and look, you can see why. The deposits from the flood are on them. We've still got some flood water left here as well, and here too. We've got a little waylaid on our way back and gone charity shop hunting. Isabel's trying a dress on as we speak. This looks like an old thing. Complete with fitted safety plug. Look at this for £5. It's beautiful.
I like it a lot. Fits my vibe.
Still got headphones on, look, in the charity shop. We're in charity shop number 2 now. Very nice. Wearing the latest pink peachy dress. And you got a bag as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Let's have a look at the bag.
Got this bag for $3.99.
Very nice.
Brand new.
Was it brand new?
Yeah, said it was brand new.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So not a bad afternoon altogether.
Nope.
Apart from, you know, the
Scab.
blood bit. Oh yeah, that was a big spot there. We were really quick in the blood test department today. Straight in, seen first and straight out. There was nobody there because there's been traffic chaos and the trains are cancelled, so I presume people were putting it off for another week. But we couldn't, so that was really quick anyway, amazing. I have never, in all the times we've been going, ever seen the whole place as deserted as it was today. The bus, however, was complete bedlam. It was absolutely packed. Right now, Izzy needs to do some maths for me and some history. Only because we're behind with maths. We are quite behind with maths, I would say. She definitely needs to work through half term on maths. I've done a kind of skeletal timetable, but we're not going to stick to times at all. We're just going to do maths and history basically, and maybe the odd bit of token English literature during half term, because we're on track with everything other than maths. And history we could just do with squeezing an extra couple in here and a couple in at Easter, and otherwise it should be fine. And while she's doing that, I'm going to be practicing my flute down in Flute Cave. I'm brewing myself some coffee to sip whilst practicing. And looking through the window here, I can see that the sky's gone really dark again. The branches of the trees are swaying, and it's really starting to rain quite heavily again. It's 25 to 7 now. I've practiced and she's done some maths and she's now practicing her singing. I can hear it. I really wanted her to do some history now before dinner. That was our plan. I was going to go over the topic with her and then she was going to do the work. But how can I interrupt that? She's in good flow there. So, snap decision. The unschooler in me has decided to let her carry on with that, and we'll just have to do history tomorrow. It's fine, it's fine. Doesn't have to be today. By the way, I've been practicing and practicing and practicing. Quite enjoyed it. Oh, by the way, it just occurred to me that you might not know what unschooler is. Unschooling is kind of like a form of home education where the parent / guardian / carer follows the lead of the child's interests right down to when they are interested. So they just kind of wait to see what they naturally gravitate towards and then facilitate and support them to learn that thing. And I'm not an unschooler, really. I would say that I'm in the eclectic category of homeschooling, so I've always been semi-structured, but I've taken a very big lead from Isabel as well. So for instance, she's always been very interested in singing and drawing as well, art and history particularly. So she's done a lot more of those things than she otherwise would have. I'm trying these out today, vegetarian chicken style pieces, Tesco's own. They're not looking that appetizing, but they've just literally gone in. So I've got some green pepper and mushrooms and celery in there so far, and lots of olive oil. Isabel requested a pasta dish tonight with some tomato in, so that's what I'm going to do. Here is a shot of Izzy's din-dins. I hope she likes it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.